For almost 2 centuries, the Republican elephant and the Democratic donkey have prevailed as mascots of the two major political parties in the United States. They're seen on buttons, hats, and even in live action with former presidents. But how do we end up with these symbols in the first place? Historians often point to Thomas Nast, a famous cartoonist during the Civil War era. John Greenspan and Lisa Kathleen Grady are curators at the Smithsonian's American History Museum.
Well, the donkey is the older one, originally associated with Andrew Jackson, and they got pretty easily from Jackson to jackass to donkey. Most Americans in a rural nation were familiar with donkeys, and it was an easy reference.
The Republican elephant also stomped into popularity in another political cartoon by Nast, poking fun at the party.
He draws a panicky elephant sort of stumbling through the planks of its platform. So the elephant is a large creature. It's usually titled the Republican vote, meaning the Republican vote is huge, but the creature itself can be panicky and easy to startle and charge. And so you see the elephant used a lot that way.
But what's really important about both the donkey and the elephant is that they're insults from a time when partisanship is really high and there's a lot of antagonism between the parties. These are not cuddly symbols. These are insults and jibes at parties that seem like they're on the brink of disaster.
As partisanship declined after the Civil War, the parties embraced the animals, and the animals began to lose their edge.
They become much more just physically rounded. They have softer, rounded edges. They don't rampage as much as they might rear up or kick or raise their trunk, but they're not violent animals anymore. They're not aggressive in quite that way.
Today, Greenspan wonders if increased animosity between the two parties is reflected in just what type of symbols people decide to show off. Even local parties have gotten the memo. The Florida Democratic Party announced their new, more aggressive mascot, the panther.
Especially as our politics gets more partisan and aggressive again, red versus blue seems easier, more direct, more combative, and that cuddly, domesticated animal, it seems to be falling away a little bit.